Welcome to this presentation of the Master's Program in Education with International and Comparative Specialization here at the Department of Education at Stockholm University. My name is Emma West and I'm the Program Administrator. In this presentation, first you'll hear from the program coordinators who will talk about who this program is for. Next, you'll meet students in the program who will give their top 4 reasons to choose this program. Then, information on career prospects, as well as where you'll meet program alumni. Then, an overview of the program and the courses included in it. Then, Professor Miri Helstian will talk about how the program is connected to research. And then we'll meet again, where I will talk about how to apply, as well as our contact information. So, without further ado, I will give this presentation over to the program coordinators.
Hello, I'm Associate Professor Susanne Kreit-Sandberg, and I'm one of the coordinators of this master program.
And my name is Ulf Fredriksson. I'm also associate professor, and I'm also one of the coordinators of the master program in education with a specialization in international comparative. And I mean, the question is who should be interested in this program? And I would say that you have to have an interest in education because the program is about education. You have to be interested in how education can be organized, what education is, how learning takes place in different kind of contexts. But you also have to have an interest in international issues. First of all, international trends, what's happening in the world concerning education, but also be interested in comparing countries and education in different countries. And of course, also be prepared to have an exchange with students from all parts of the world, because there are students from all parts of the world participating in the program. Then you have to have an interest in research about education, because research is an important element of the program. You have to read about the research, you have to learn to do research, and you have to do research. So you should be interested in knowing how to do research. Yeah? And then finally, from my perspective, I think it's also a good idea if you have a kind of job idea, a kind of career plan where this will fit in, that you have in mind that you like to know more about research because you like to be a researcher in this field, or you like to work in international organizations that dealing with education, or you like to work in universities or in other organizations that work with students exchange and international exchange. So these are the reasons I think may be important for you to choose this program.
Yes, and what kind of students do we want to attract? Of course, we want to attract students who want to share their experience from different education systems and who want to develop together with others their critical thinking skills. Many of the courses build on that you write course papers, have written assignments, and that you present your ideas early. And so that's something you should like if you want to like our program. But of course, we also work with mentoring groups and encourage students to engage in writing groups to develop these qualifications. And finally, we really think that if you want to meet an international group of teachers, a global group of students, then it's a good idea to choose our program. And we always try to create a sense of community among our students, of course. Yes, with that said, we would like to leave the word to our students who will tell you what are their top reasons for choosing our program.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see all you guys there. But today here, we're going to talk about 4 things that you like most and why you choose this program. But before, let's get to know one each other a little better.
Hi, I'm Isabel. I am from Portugal.
Hi, I'm Brushka. I'm from South Africa.
Hello, I'm Sarah from Colombia.
Hey, I'm Federica from the Netherlands.
Hi, I'm Yuto from Japan.
Hello, my name is Daniel and I'm from Sweden.
Hi, my name is Yolanda. I'm from China.
so when we were discussing about what we really liked about the master's, something that came first, or not first, but like something that came right away, was how like the general cohort all very diverse, not only from where we come from, but from which majors we come from. At our age, I mean, I'm 23 and I graduated from law. But that is very different according to the people, even in this Zoom meeting.
We also have a very international learning environment. So what everyone brings to the table, where they bring it from, and also their way of thinking is very different, but it adds a lot to our learning, and that's very interesting to be part of.
Yeah, everyone has their own perspectives on the same topic. So within like one specific topic, there's someone who's going to have a perspective from this major background, or from this country, or from this experience they had. So we keep on having this diverse perception on topics, and we have this possibility of always communicating between all of us, and it is really a major plus on this program.
I like most about the program is like how supportive everyone is. Like you can really rely on your colleagues, like the students in the program. And even like for a year, like since we joined this program, we have been doing Zoom meetings, but I still feel the atmosphere like I can rely on each other, we can rely on each other, we have each other's back. And what do you think, Yuto?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. In addition to peer support, we can also gain some support in our academic work as well as work guidance. And for example, academic staff are very happy to help you in your academic writing, for example. And in Stockholm University, we have a lot of career guidance webinar where you can get some tips and advices in your future career. So yeah, I totally agree with you.
This program has a very specific approach to education because it is not only teaching, for example, it is very broad. You can approach the field from whatever perspective you want, and that relates a lot to the academic freedom that you have. So you have to write a lot of papers, for example, but you can choose all your topics. You can choose where to focus. You can choose to do it from a public policy perspective, which is more kind of my approach, for example, or you can do it from like the pedagogics of the education. And yeah, it's also related to the interdisciplinarity that we have. And like, yeah, you can understand education from many different perspectives, and that is a huge plus for me.
I totally agree with you. I mean, I am from Sweden, I know Swedish, and the university offers a few other programs which are also about education, but I chose this one because it has this very specific approach about the international and comparative approach to education. And being a teacher and also a former politician in education, I am very interested in comparing what it's like in Sweden with other countries as well. And we really get that possibility to do that in the program. And I also like the approach that I could be, honing and getting better in my research skills. It's an important part of the program as well.
Yeah, I mean, you spend a lot of time studying and hopefully a lot of time at university. Right now, of course, we are at home, but I see that Daniel and Yolanda are in the library. And the library is one of the great things about this, like Stockholm University, I think, because you can just study there, you can work there, you can learn your books there. And it's also a place where you can meet people from your master, and we do that a lot too. And we also meet each other outside of the program for social activities and even organized activities within the program, like potlucks. And we're creating a magazine to get to know each other a little better. So there's a lot of, it's a good atmosphere, and you can really find friends there, and that's really nice. You can really connect with not only people from your program, but also your professors and even people from outside of the program, because the university also has a lot of extracurricular activities that they offer. For example, I host the Dutch Language Cafe,
I totally agree with you, Frederick, but one thing that I really like is the sports center that we have in campus where you can go with your friends. So sometimes I go with Yolanda to play squash, and she's really good on that. We just discovered this. And this kind of a social life that we have in campus is really good. And so you can enjoy the program, and at the same time, you can enjoy the social life that's top in Sweden.
Just one last thing to add, like the campus is absolutely beautiful. There is so much nature, and Stockholm is great, and it's a big city, and it's really energetic, but at the same time you're super close to nature, and like you're able to like breathe in fresh air and take long walks as study breaks, and that's great.
So as general overview, we talk about general atmosphere, about the support guidance that we have in the program, about how we see education through the program, but also how we experience our lives as students inside this program. This is our top 4 ideas about why you should come to join us here.
See you in Sweden.
On se voit en Suède.
Nos vemos en Suecia.
Ik hoop je hier in Zweden te zien.
スウェーデンで会いましょ
期待在瑞典见。
Nos vemos na Suécia.
Vi ses i Sverige.
There are 3 main career paths graduates of this master's program go on to pursue. The first being PhD studies and research within higher education. Let's meet 3 alumni whom are now PhD students.
My name is Aysuhan, and I'm originally from Turkey. I graduated from this master's program in 2016, and I'm now a PhD student at the Education University of Hong Kong.
My name is Brendan. I'm originally from Canada and graduated from the master's program in 2017. I'm now a PhD student at the Department of Education at Stockholm University.
My name is Su Hao. I'm from China. I graduated from the master's program in 2018, and I'm a PhD student at the University of Eastern Finland.
And now let's meet 3 more alumni whom work with administration and management within education.
Hi, my name is Carmel, and I am originally from the United States. I am currently the program coordinator and relationship manager at Globe Business College in Munich, Germany.
My name is Private Nchenga. I graduated from the master's degree program in International and Comparative Education in 2019. And immediately afterwards, I returned home to Malawi, where I am now working as a higher education officer. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Victoria Pankina. I'm from Moscow, Russia. I graduated from the master's program in International and Comparative Education in 2018. Quite quickly, I landed a job at KTH Royal Institute of Technology, where I still work now as an international coordinator. I work with a double degree master's program in the field of ICT.
And finally, 2 alumni who work in research and development within organizations.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Ireland. I graduated from the master's program in 2020, and I'm currently working as an education program officer in Global Action Plan. We work on global citizenship education and sustainability.
My name is Xenia, and I come originally from Greece. I graduated from the program in 2014. I am currently a policy assistant at the European Commission in Brussels. I work at the unit responsible for the European schools, which is under the Directorate General of Human Resources and Security.
Current students are able to connect with alumni through our active LinkedIn alumni group, and also through our annual alumni panels, where 4 to 5 alumni are invited to share their experiences and career paths after completing the program. And now for an overview of the courses included in the master's program. Hi, Susan, nice to see you.
Hello, Emma.
So we are now going to give you an overview of the program and the courses that are included in it. The program is 120 ECTS over 2 years, and that means then that each term is 30 ECTS. The terms are then further divided into 4 different periods, periods A, B, C, and D. So for the first term of the program, which is in the autumn, students take 3 different courses.
The first course provides an introduction to the research field of International and Comparative Education, which we also call ICE. The second course, Theory of Science, introduces students to the theories relevant in our field. And then in educational planning, we look into factors involved into planning national education systems.
And then in term 2 in the spring, students again take 3 different courses.
Yes, educational development. There you look at international comparison, but it is explored through post-colonial theories of development, and you also meet feminist perspectives. In globalization and education, aspects of policy concerning national, transnational, and global contexts are being explored. And then in the second part of this term, you meet research methods in educational research, research strategies, design, and also we will discuss the nature of qualitative, quantitative, and of course, mixed method research.
And then in the second year of the program, in term 3 in the autumn, the students take 4 different courses.
The first 2 courses are in fact selective. So you can choose 2 courses out of the ones which are being offered. And before we have taught, for example, on human rights education, education for sustainable development, higher education, language and education, intersectionality, and of course on educational management and leadership. Then you continue into the third period of term 3, and there we return again to methodological questions and focus on how students can analyze data. The course includes both seminars and workshops where students can work hand-on with material according to different social research traditions. And then finally, during the specialized literature course, students are assigned a supervisor who is a researcher at the Department of Education. The supervisor guides the students on how to conduct systematic literature reviews in preparation for the master thesis.
And in the final term of the program in the spring, students take 1 course.
For the master thesis, students can choose their own subject within the field of international and comparative education. The thesis is written individually, but the students are supported by their supervisors, and they are also encouraged to create writing groups for support between each other in the writing process also. Over these 2 years, students gradually deepen their knowledge in the field of international and comparative education, and they develop skills in order to participate in research and development in education.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you, Emma.
And now we'll turn the presentation over to Professor Miri Helstian, who will give more information about how the program is connected to research and to the field.
Hello, my name is Mary Hilston. I'm a professor of International and Comparative Education. I also teach on the master's program, and I'm a leader of the research group ICER, or ICER, as we call it for short, which focuses on research in this particular field. Our master's program is one in which we pay particular attention to grounding our teaching in research in this field. We do this in many ways, but one of the ways in which we do that is by making linkages and collaborating with the large international organizations such as the OECD, UNESCO, the IIEP, and CEDA. So we work in collaboration with these organizations, and we make regular study visits to the organizations. For example, the UNESCO Institute for Lifelong Learning in Hamburg, Germany, and in Paris, where we visit the OECD, the International Institute for Educational Planning, and the UNESCO headquarters. Within our program, we mentor students in the field of comparative and international education research. We invite eminent scholars to present on their exciting research results on our ICER colloquium program. And we also invite our students to join us in different international seminars and conventions and conferences here and abroad. One such example comes from the long-term collaboration that we have had with the universities in Tokyo and in Jyväskylä, and also the University of Sydney in Australia. I'm now going to hand over to our administrator, Emma West, who is going to take you through on how to apply for our program. On behalf of the team in Comparative and International Education at Stockholm University, please let me welcome to lodge your application to our master's program. Thank you.
And now for information on how to apply to the program. There are two general admissions criteria. The first being having a teaching degree or bachelor's degree within the social sciences or humanities, equal to 180 ECTS credits. The second being English level 6 or equivalent. To apply and for more information on these criteria, visit universityadmissions.sc. On this website, look for the page titled Then Select Your Country of Study and Go. On this page, there's information on which documents to submit and how to submit those documents based on the country you've studied in. Also look for the page titled English Language Requirements. There's information on which international test scores or other documents you can use in order to fulfill this criteria. Specific to this master's program is that all applicants should submit a letter of intent. The letter should include a short description of your former academic and/or professional training linking to international and comparative education. Also, your expectations of the program, and finally, research topic ideas for a master's thesis. The letter itself should be 1 page maximum, and at the top of the page, please include the name of the program. And now for our contact information. Thank you for joining us for this presentation. If you have questions concerning the courses or content of the program, feel free to contact the program coordinators, Associate Professor Ulf Fredriksson or Associate Professor Susanne Kreitzson. If you have questions on admissions, you can email me, Emma West. We also encourage you to look at the Department of Education website, www.edu.su.sc/English. There you'll find more information on the program and the letter of intent. And finally, we welcome you to apply for the program on universityadmissions.sc. Thank you.